I'm sorry to the Dr. Pepper Snapple group for buying their entire stock of Squirt, the drink. I'm sorry to Obama for not voting for him in 2008. I was 5, but I could have done better. I'm sorry for Zach's mom for being too good in bed. I'm sorry to the Coast Guard and the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries for what happened in 2008. They know what I did. I'm sorry to Greta Gerwig for pirating the Barbie movie. I'm sorry to the San Diego Zoo for taking the phrase, "I have the heart of a lion," too literally. What was that?
The following is a special bulletin report from the oracles of Next Week Now. Viewers who are ill-prepared for visions into a future yet revealed, please be advised. And now your news, 1 week in advance.
I welcome you one and all to this week's episode of Next Week Now. My name be Barnacle Bronson and my pronouns be he, they. I be the captain of this fine vessel tonight, and you yellow bellies are in for a night of quips and zingers that'll knock the barnacles right off your Bronson. But first, be ye joining me in a land acknowledgement. That is an acknowledgement of all the booty I've plundered. Now, I recognize that it isn't mine, but it be mine now, or my name isn't Barnacle Bronson. All right, scallywags and those who be not conforming to one scally, here's a wee bulletin for what you missed this last week. Although they're extremely polite, Canada is far from perfect. Oh, come on, guys. I know there's some problems with the colonization, but it's not like their parliament honored and gave a standing ovation to a Nazi, right? Right? Oh. The WGA and the AMPTP reached an agreement to end the strike, which means we can all watch movies and write fan fiction again without feeling guilty. Yeah! Yes! Score! Me own crew be unionized as well. Barnacle Bronson is a proud supporter of workers' rights. But if you cross me, I'll gut you like a fish. Another Biden has bitten a Secret Service agent, and no, it's not Hunter this time. Commander, the first good boy, attacked one of the president's Secret Service agents. I know a bunch of guys standing around the president with guns looks scary, but just remember, Commander, no president has ever been killed by Secret Service agents, and most certainly not our 35th president, John F. Kennedy, on November 22nd, 1963. After months of being so dry, a piece of toast would feel like a pudding, Austin finally received much-needed water from the sky, in the form of baseball-sized hail. The ice caused major destruction across all of Austin, and wait. First the crickets, now destruction from above. Keep an eye out for any blood in the lake. After months upon months of striking, the Screen Actors Guild are now looking to strike against the video game companies, like EA. What SAG doesn't realize, though, is that EA already is in the process of building a case in support of the mistreatment. You know their slogan, EA Sports. It's in the game. In this case, the game is a contract, and it is the low wages and overtime work. Auspicious jest! On to the next! Well, actually, would you like to know what I, Barnacle Bronson, miss? Other than my beautiful ship, of course. Who knew termites could swim? But no, it be me wee dog. His name was Buster. Ah, Buster, he was a wonderful lad. We used to spend the summers lounging on the poop deck or biting our enemies on the Bronsons. and the harsh winters huddled in the warmth, discussing the ethical implications of capital punishment. He died but a few years back. I told him to give up smoking that pipe, but he was just too set in his ways. I guess you really can't teach an old dog new trick. And you can't get through to him with cancer ads either. Arr. He was the best dog I could have asked for. Rest in peace, Barnacle Buster. Anyways, Taylor Swift used ketchup and presumably ranch to dip her chicken tenders in? What? In other Taylor Swift news, because we can't seem to avoid talking about her, T-Swizz has apparently fallen head over heels for football star Travis Kelce at a recent Kansas City game and was seen driving home with him at the end of the game. It seems sweet until you remember last week when Taylor did the exact same thing with another football player. Uh-oh, OJ? California Senator Gavin Newsom signed dozens of bills which advocated for gay rights, yes! As we speak, the GOP is working on their counter bills on gay wrongs. These include James Charles, Ellen DeGeneres, Super Hulock, Twinks using AAVE, trans masks using the same three names like Kai, Levi, and Ezra, Pink like the artist. But I've grown weary of this. Barnacle Bronson loves the gays. I mean, love is love, baby. Speaking of the gays, the ban on drag was ruled unconstitutional in the state of Texas. Much to the delight of the girls and the gays all across the state. Next up, let's repeal that abortion ban. Arg, am I right? Kim K got a haircut, proving that she can indeed get a haircut. I give haircuts all the time to all me crew. The hook is especially good for giving mullets and microbangs. In more haircut-related news, Harry Styles got a buzz cut, and fans are going crazy. Apparently, he did it because he didn't like the way his hair looked. I guess he didn't like it as it was. I crack myself up. Pete Davidson is dating Madeline Klein. Hooray! Yippee! I love this! My mother didn't hug me as a child. I think that's where this all started. Transformers star Megan Fox has recently tried her hand at voice acting for the new Mortal Kombat game. Her entrance into the franchise has been seen as refreshing, and new fans quote, saying, "We're so used to good voice acting, so it's really nice to see someone be really bad at it for once." The value of all NFTs has officially reached 0. This means that all you lousy bilge suckers are gonna have to hunt for treasure like men. Arrgh! Get scurvy, yes. Speaking of poor financial decisions, Shakira is once again in trouble with the IRS for evading taxes. I guess those hips can lie, specifically on her Form 1080s. R&B legend Usher is booked to perform at the big game this year. Now, we know what you're thinking. Usher? Usher. Yeah, man. Now, not to go off on a tangent, but you know what's wrong with society these days. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to get off their ass and swab the poop deck. Where are the poop decks? Society would have me call them the gender-neutral decks. And I know they're gonna make me walk the plank for that one. So I'll be leaving you now. But you'll be remembering old Barnacle Bronson, just like you'll be remembering this bumper.
Texas has long been more than just a state. Texas is a philosophy. Texas is a way of life. Texas is a symbol of independence and liberty. 1836, Texas fought a long and hard battle to exist as its own independent republic. Crushed under the boot of Santa Anna's tyranny, the Texicans rebelled. Yet no moment in our long and storied history represents our struggle, our bloodshed, and our Texas values better than one battle in San Antonio. Holed up inside of an old Spanish mission, the Texicans sacrificed their lives, fighting to the last man. This is the story of Texas. This is the battle of the... Dadgum, I can't remember. Can we do a retake of that bit? I don't quite remember what I was...
I'm recording.
The defenders of the Republic held out for 13 long days, holed up in the diggity darn. I'm afraid I simply don't remember. This is most embarrassing. We'll have to retake this shot then.
Alright, yeah, I'm recording.
The brave defenders, trapped in for the love of Mike, what is it? Go. It's not important. Brave defenders of our Texas. Heroes whose names will live in history forever, never be forgotten. These are the men who gave us our freedom. These are the men we shall remember forever. Men like David Bowie, Jim Davis, Travis Scott, John Wayne. Heroes, all of them. These men, for 13 long days, trapped in the aforementioned place, starving, afraid, but still fighting for freedom, until the final day, when finally sorry, I'm not exactly clear on I can't remember what happened on the 13th day. It was, so I believe you should know this better than me. What happened? Yes, so the Texican forces won. No. The Mexican forces won the battle, and the battle of the place where the battle was at. It was a great tragedy. It was a great tragedy. And so after they died or something, well then, the battle cry was heard all over Texas. Cries to remember the place. But one thing is clear. Even though over 2,000 years have passed, even though over 150 years have passed since the great battle of the great battle, ever since the great battle, the names of those Texans and the name of the place at which they fought and died, whatever it was, will live on in history and has lived on in history. Today we look back on those men who gave us our great Texan values, who fought for liberty and justice in the face of tyranny. It's not just the story of that. It's the story of Texas, and it's the story of us. Join us next week when we talk about another one of America's greatest tragedies, a day that will live in infamy, a day I seem to have forgotten.
Hello? Hey, who? What's up? Nothing, B. Just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you? Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud. True. True. What's up? Yo, who's that? Yo, pick up the phone. Hello? What's that? What's up? Yo, where's Dookie? Yo, Dookie! Yo.
What's that?
With that.
Hold on. Hello?
So what's up, B? Watching the game, having a bud. True.
Well, do it live! Flush it! Hello, my name is Owill. First name Anàç. I'm Anàç Owill. I want to let everyone know that I am a serious journalist and a man who means business. I own a nice $50 suit and tie. This haircut cost me $120, and I eat at Cheesecake Factory for only twice the amount charged. Unfortunately, the people over where I used to work were pretty upset that I used the company credit card to pay for all of that. So they said they were going to fire me. But I showed them by quitting before they gave me my last paycheck. So, furthermore, I watched this show, and I saw how many of these lip spits told so many false lies and stories that are obviously fake news and fraudulent. They tried to tell me that it was a comedy show and not to be taken seriously. Like how our Lord and Savior Trump lost the election at 2020, or that climate change is an actual threat. I mean, come on, guys. Didn't you feel that cool Austin win last weekend? So, I demanded to be here so I can tell you all the real stories, unfiltered and unchanged by the revisionist demo spats who claim that our Lord and Savior wasn't brought back and reincarnated into the body of Donald John Trump. Today, I, Anàç Owill, will tell you the real stories that will benefit your lives, and none of them will be the fake liberal Alps droppings that comes out of these liberal fudged arts' lack of brains. I have dignity, and I live to tell real and credible stories. That said, our first story, about the mutant turtles. A spill at the UT Turtle Pond by some local biomedical engineering students will lead to the creation of 4 baby mutant turtles. Okay, before we get into this, side note to biomed students. Just because you hate your major, you don't have to take it out on the innocent. Come on, guys. This is me you're talking to. Anyway, the numerous baby turtles that swim in the biome goop, 4 will mutate into anthropomorphic freaks of nature. Reports say that they will be coming out of the water, they will look like Steve Buscemi. They'll decide to name themselves after random garbage they found in Nepal, proving once again that Lady Bird Johnson died in vain. Apparently, these turtles will name themselves For Loco, Marlboro, Trojan, and Flargle. The fluff is a Flargle. When not spending their time at Dollar Slice and Jester Pizza, these teenagers will join the West Campus ambassadors and help to clean up the streets of Austin, Texas. Now, to their credit, as hideous as they are, they will be doing a good job at keeping my American values alive. For example, because of their hatred of the homeless, they will target every homeless person in Texas and send them back to where they belong. Los Angeles. They're also going to go after local masked menaces, Orman and Nowboy, after a series of cellular harassments on West Campus ambassadors. Unfortunately, these turtles will forget that they have had 0 combat training, and they will get their asses kicked in less than 5 seconds, succeeding in only unintentionally breaking Nowboy's pinky toe. Thankfully, after nursing their bruised egos, they will go back at it again, this time using the most ancient ninja weapon imaginable. A gun. Afterwards, they will celebrate by partying at their local frat house, Tau Mu Nu Tau. So yeah, aside from being hideously deformed, I feel like these new heroes in a half shell will become the new icons of the Lone Star. What's that? Well, I just gotten word that features will discover the TMNT movies. One turtle, most likely Trojan, will, quote, have an existential crisis and rampage through the streets yelling, "Why, God, why?" Another turtle, for local probably, will be drowning his sorrows in sewage water, shouting, and I quote, "This reality is hell in a shell hole." They will later be spotted at Rapolo stuffing their faces with 20 entire pizzas. You know, reading this story about these abominations brought to fruition by Gen Z's ignorance reminds me of that classic Steve Buscemi quote. Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of his own creation? Anyways, the Lone Star State has always been known for its sense of independence. We've seceded from Mexico. We've seceded from the U.S., both times for very questionable reasons. But within the week, Texas will go one step further and secede from itself entirely. That's right. Texas will be gone from Texas. A smaller Texas will form inside the bigger Texas and also shaped like a little Texas. And the inner Texas will fall into anarchy so extreme that a smaller third Texas will secede from the Texas that seceded from that Texas. Defenders from the new secessionist Texas will take cover inside the Alamo, waiting patiently for some to besiege them. In the process of the whole ordeal, the Alamo will be destroyed by, I don't know, global warming or something, and suddenly everyone will forget about it. They will immediately build a Whataburger in its place. Their chicken strips are to die for. But seriously, it's going to be like Mad Max out there. It's going to make Waco, Texas look like Waco, Texas. People will be wearing lots of leather. So much leather. The dress code is fetish gear. There's probably going to be a lot of bare feet too. Yummy. In the midst of all the chaos, El Paso will remain largely unaffected by the changes and will now be integrated into New Mexico. Ugh. Beto will be elected Prime Minister in Texas the 2nd. A new religion will grow out of horses, and it will be taken over by Matthew McConaughey, because of course. The small town of Ferris, Texas, unrelated to our Ferris, but whatever, will become a penal colony. Penal colony. Rumor has it that a statue of the new religious figure, Papa McConaughey, will be erected at the penal colony. Due to the lack of law and order in the new Texi, every single city will pass new laws that contradict one another. For example, Austin and College Station will both pass ordinances naming each other pee-pee and poo-poo respectively. This is mainly the fault of Texas's lack of leadership. In the chaos of succession, every single Republican will run for office, and somehow they will all win. So it's basically a win-win for everyone. Due to the abundance of corrupt arms trade deals with the Canadian government, guns will quickly grow scarce across the state of Texas, and we will be forced to resort to another major gun supplier, Nerf. Reportedly, the Squirt Wars of 2023 will be a time to remember. Anyways, enough about that. Let me ask you a question. Are you a noob who still experiences dreams on a night? Lame. Introducing Dreaming 2.0! Billionaire and epic meme enthusiast Elon Musk's next big purchase is going to be the entire concept of dreaming? That's right, Musk purchased dreams from God for the low price of $4 trillion billion, and Musk have some big ideas for the future. Be sure to set your mind settings to automatically update because you're not going to want to miss any of this. Let's go into some of the features. I've got 2 words for you. Multiplayer. That's 1 word, but whatever. you can share your dream, any type of dream, with your best buds and closest family members. Run-of-the-mill weird scenario dreams. Ultra stressful dreams where you're back in high school. Wet dreams. Maybe don't share those with your family. The possibilities are endless. You know what else is endless? With the new Dream update? Dream replays! That's right. With only the small monthly fee for premium services, you can replay the same dream every night. You even have the ability to slow down the speed of the dream to the most heart-throbbing moments. A great service at a low price. For just a small additional fee, you can get the guy! Who is he? Where'd he come from? We don't know! But he's coming for you. And he's getting closer and closer every time you dream. Now you might be wondering how these dreams will be regulated. Dream moderators! That's right! Elon Musk is hiring an elite group of basement dwellers who will spend all day sleeping and monitoring your dreams. For an extra fee, you can bodyguard your dreams. You don't want your racist uncle, the hog rider from Clash Royale, or Nicolas Cage to infiltrate your dreams, do ya? No problem. The dream mods are here to keep you safe from all unwanted visitors. Except for the guy. You cannot escape him. And he is getting closer. Be not afraid. Wanna break from ads? With the Dreamify Premium subscription, you can get an ad blocker, faster than loading times, and complimentary dream bar, courtesy of us here at Dreamy. You'll be able to click for 30 minutes at free ad-free dreaming. In this era of dream technology, piracy is not victimless crime. Those found trying to illegally download our dream software will be put to sleep. The nightmares purgatory they will face will be never-ending. That's right, your sleep paralysis dreamings are about to come to life. Have you ever seen Garta Paulon? I can't tell if you haven't. For only the low price of only 5 doubloons, 4 private islands, and a down payment of your soul, you can achieve your dreams in your dreams. Honk shoe your way to premium plan tonight. Well, apparently next week now had some other stories they wanted me to tell, but thankfully I told those dumb asbestos what for. Instead, let's go live to Speedway for an update on a new wave of immigrants who have been flooding our streets of Wampus and seeking to take your property and your food. That's right. Crickets!
Hello?
Huh?
You guys seen any crickets around?
We have. I've seen a lot of crickets.
You've seen a lot of crickets? Do you know where you found them?
Can I interrupt you real quick? Have you seen my pet cricket? I think I lost my pet cricket.
Why are you such a piece of shit?
Man, come on.
Balls of Fury and then like the Hancock Hitch double feature, and I got really, really hungry, right?
I saw a cricket that was kind of smushed. That kind of looked like this cricket.
Oh.
Could be another cricket. But I'm so, give me like a hug.
I was gonna say because I like to pick them up and I like to,
All right, look.
suck them into there,
I
you
can
know?
tell you a hot spot, all right?
My phone passcode is.
That's her name, Elaine. Yeah, Elaine. Yeah. Oh my God, you're Elaine too? Oh my God, no way. Do you remember when I stole the Rushmore DVD from that loser?
Oh yeah.
So you don't want to be owned anymore? You don't want to be a pet?
She's a free woman, yeah.
You smell really good. Thanks.
Start running.
I got you.
I have a puppy.
Yeah.
I lost that puppy.
And you
Sometimes at night.
I like sometimes even like walking around. But they go so fast.
Excuse me. Do you guys know where I could like find some crickets?
Yeah.
Is there crickets around here? Because I've been really hungry.
hungry?
Have you seen my pet cricket? I think I lost it a little bit ago, and I've just been looking for him since. This is it's Elaine.
No. Do you know how when you watch a Will Smith movie and they just want to like?
No, not really.
Huh?
Excuse me. Can I bother you for a sec? Is this where all the crickets are? Isn't it where the crickets are? I can give you the whole spiel if you want. I was watching.
I lost my pet cricket. Would y'all happen to know anything about, you've seen a cricket around?
I saw him on the 6th floor of the GDC.
On the 6th floor of the GDC? Okay. I just lost this cricket. Like, it was literally just this morning. I have a pet cricket. He just absolutely went me. It's Elaine. Oh, his name's Elaine. And y'all see anything?
I'm so sorry, but this guy just came up to us and started talking about how he eats crickets all the time.
Are you f***ing for real?
I'm being for real. I don't know if he ate your cricket. I hope not.
Oh, lost my pet cricket Elaine the other day, and I was
Oh my gosh, stop.
looking for help.
I killed him, I'm sorry.
No, this is kind of a long shot. You guys don't sell crickets or anything, do you?
No, we don't sell crickets.
What do you guys sell here? Pretzels with crickets in them?
No crickets.
No crickets, just pretzels. Okay. I could. Do you sell like what else? Crickets?
No crickets. No.
Damn it.
Lemonades?
Hey, you! Hey!
What?
Hey, where the f is my cricket? I know you.
What do you
I
mean?
f***ing know you. Where the f is my cricket?
You're the one that's been leaving the crickets around? That's what's been happening to your crickets. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! No! Oh god! Oh! I'll eat all your crickets, damn it! I'll eat every last one of them! I'll eat every last one of them! It's okay. I guess, one weird day, huh? Well, that. Hey, have you seen any crickets around?
Respect the pouch! Respect it! Ouch!
No! Do you have any idea who you're talking to? I am Anàç Owill! My father was a boot owl! And he covered the greatest Republican Party of 1990! Oh, welcome back. Looks like Anàç Owill will have to go wreck some shiitake mushrooms. Until then, I'm gonna pass the mic over to Tristan for a special presentation.
Hi, everyone. You might know me as your friend and fellow Next Week Now volunteer, but what you might not know about me is that I'm a borderline stalker with an endless thirst for information that will never have any practical use in the real world. And today, I have an especially inconsequential argument to present to you. We tell a lot of fake news here at Next Week Now, but this is real, I swear to God. So the liberal media will have you believe that this man is associated with Longhorn Late Night. This man, his name is Andrew Dismukes. You may know him from, not Longhorn Late Night. You might know him from Saturday Night Live. But we true patriots here at Next Week Now want you to know the truth. You won't let them trick you, right? You're too smart. So listen up, snowflakes. Fact number 1. Andrew Dismukes was a film student at UT Austin from the year 2013 to the year 2017. Fact number 2. Andrew Dismukes was involved with local stand-up and was a runner-up for Funniest Person in Austin in 2016. And fact number 3, Andrew Dismukes was involved at TSTV. So, taking these points into consideration, one might assume that SNL cast member Andrew Dismukes was a part of the cast and or crew of TSTV's own SNL ripoff Longhorn Late Night, right? Wrong! There are 0 Google search results containing both Andrew Dismukes and Longhorn Late Night.
Oh my God!
Now, sure, Longhorn Late Night's IMDb credits aren't very thorough, so it's plausible that there simply aren't any web pages proving that he was there, but I did find a list of his credits from his time at UT. As you can see here, Longhorn Late Night is not on this list. But some sheeple might look at this list and be like, hey, what the hell? This hasn't been updated since 2015, and they'd be correct. But you know what has been updated since 2015? Longhorn Late Night's social media. So I searched and I scrounged and I got put on several lists searching for any semblance of Mr. Andy Mukes in every single one of Longhorn Late Night's Instagram posts. Do you know how hard it is trying to find a single dorky white man in a group photo of Longhorn Late Night volunteers? It's like trying to find a needle in a needle stack. They all look like they were grown from the same petri dish. But the loud minority will argue, oh, Andrew Dismukes was a stand-up guy. He probably just did stand-up on Longhorn Late Night. Wrong again. Fun fact, a weekly segment on Longhorn Late Night is a stand-up segment. Every single episode, one of Longhorn Late Night's own does a stand-up routine, and each and every episode, these segments get uploaded to YouTube with the comedian's name in the title, and their face in the thumbnail. So tell me why not one of these features Andrew Dismukes. And I wasn't just looking for stand-up either. He's not on the YouTube channel at all. So I went back to Andrew Dismukes' Instagram, as you can see here, and I checked his tag photos because he didn't upload anything from his time at UT. But he was close friends with, and possibly roommates with, this guy named Clark Doggy, who has multiple posts tagging Andrew Dismukes. And guess what? He wasn't involved with Longhorn Late Night either. Interesting. So, the reason for this is very interesting, actually. You see, before Next Week Now came along in 2017, after Dismukes had already graduated from UT, there was another sketch comedy show on TSTV that operated alongside Longhorn Late Night called That's Awesome, that's listed on the credits page we showed you earlier. That's Awesome. So why would he be credited as a writer on That's Awesome, but not Longhorn Late Night if he was involved with both? That's because he clearly wasn't. Was there beef there? I bet. But what do I know anyway? And finally, I have one piece of information to show to you all before I crawl back into my doomsday bunker and eat my dinner of canned chili and freezer-dried deli meat. The business operations manager here at TSTV, Frank, messaged the TSD producers Discord with a list of every time Andrew Dismukes was ever on the Monty. Do you see this list? Every single time he appeared on TSTV, it was for his show That's Awesome. He never appeared on Longhorn Late Night. So riddle me that. That's my case, folks. Thank you. Andrew Dismukes, if you're watching this, I understand if you want a restraining order. That being said, please follow TSTV back on Instagram and DM us confirming or denying your involvement with Longhorn Late Night. And please remember your roots. And Mr. Longhorn Late Night, if you're watching this, you know what you did. Good night, all. I'm going to watch propaganda on thehistorychannel.com until I fall asleep.
Right. I've got 5 minutes until the cops show up again. Sure wish my lawyers didn't either quit or get arrested. Oh, spit!
Sorry, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Next Week Now. I am Anàç Owill, and here with me is Hunter. We don't have a last name. What is your last name?
It's just Hunter. It's just Hunter.
So, Hunter, You've been known to be an advocate for white people and white culture.
Yeah.
I can respect that. Tell me about that.
Yeah, man, it's just unfair. You know, everybody acts like white people don't have culture, and I mean, like, we whites, we work very hard to develop our cultures and all that. I mean, like, does anyone even remember the Roaring '20s? You know, like jazz is like the basis for most music out there right now. You know,
Jazz was created by black people.
what? No, it wasn't. Come on. I didn't know they made it.
They?
Dude, you know what I meant. Okay, look, what about, we'll go with potato chips. Potato chips, yeah. Like, well, that's a classic American snack developed by white people for the American race.
I'm so sorry. The potato chip was actually created by George Speck.
You're kidding.
A black man.
You're kidding. You're kidding. No. You're going to make me pull the phone out again.
Yeah. Right there.
All right. Oh,
yep, right there.
Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Oh, my God. Okay. I guess that might not be the right case. However.
Okay. Let's try this
There's
again.
still a lot of white culture.
Give me an example of white culture.
Okay. Dude, come on, Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice. You know what I mean? Vanilla freaking Ice. He's the biggest artist of his generation. You know, he wrote the song Ice Ice Baby. You know, he was in his own film. It was, Cool as Ice. With Vanilla Ice, he was in that movie. He's an icon. And guess what? Guess what, buddy boy? Guess what?
What?
He's white. Yeah. Capital WHITE. He is a whitey. Yeah. Literally the definition of white boy swagger.
So you're telling me Vanilla Ice?
Yep.
Music icon.
Yep, Reno.
Is an example of white culture.
Dude, are you deaf? I mean, the music, the outfits, his entire personality and his entire identity is amazing. And it's white.
Okay, I see where this is going. Okay, just answer me this one thing.
Shoot, bro.
What genre of music did Vanilla Ice make?
Easy bit. Hip hop. Okay.
Say it.
He was a pioneer. He was a pioneer.
Say it.
Okay, he wasn't a pioneer. He made hip hop.
Yeah, you get it.
Okay.
And just for clarification, who created hip hop?
I don't know.
Oh, but I do. Black people!
Whatever, man. You don't get it, okay? Look. What about like the fajitas? You know, like the ones you get at Chili's. Classic American restaurant staple for white
dude.
Oh my God! What? What are you telling me? You're telling me fajitas aren't like an American staple? The white people staple? It was white. It what?
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah.
Fajitas originate from Hispanic culture. Hispanic culture is Tex-Mex.
Mm-hmm.
Chili's is Tex-Mex. Emphasis on
Yes, Mex, New Mexico. That's where Chili's opened.
Okay, Chili's open here in Texas.
It's in the Americas, okay, and so are the vaginas or whatever. Whatever.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's try this one more time.
Okay, one more time.
I need an example of white culture. That means something not deprived of black culture, Hispanic culture, Asian culture, or any sort of culture other than white.
You're gonna be so sorry when I say this. You're gonna be so sorry when I say this.
Yeah?
I got it.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa.
Nope! That's it! Game over! Goodbye! Good night! kids. Remember, I'm Anàç Owill, and I will be taking over as the permanent host of Next Week Now, bring you real stories that will happen in the future. That's right, I'm not going anywhere. Listen here, I'm your god now! Those idiots at Fox may turn me down for using the company credit card, but I know that God Trump has been planning for me to come here to this dilapidating heckhole to bring class back into America. I don't care if you guys protest, I don't care if you guys petition, I have the constitutional right to ignore! All hail America! All hail! No! Stop that! I haven't got to the part where I say my final prediction is that you'll be back next time! Get your hands off me, you Jesse!